Okay, the last step in the process or the workflow here is that of the invoice to the accounting system. So we're going to be right over here in the workflow. Not a lot of excitement when it comes to these steps, but generally this could be one of the biggest bottlenecks in your organization. So if you find yourself having to go through the entire process of collecting the order, doing the deliveries, and then once you get to invoicing, you're having to key it in again or move it to a separate system. That can be very time consuming. And there's also a lot of opportunity for error there. So we're going to try to automate that somewhat. So let me just kind of jump in and show you what we did here. So every reservation in the system has a status. It could be new, could be delivered, could be ready for pickup. But once we have picked that item up, that status moves into the invoicing status. And when it's there, it's going to appear in this queue right here. So you can see they're organized by cash sales, and then each real estate or property management company has all of their reservations just queued up in the same spot. We're going to look over here if we need to know how often we are invoicing or sending reservations to accounting for these particular companies. If I toggle through here, I can see every invoice or every reservation that's ready to be invoiced. As you scroll through this, there's going to be hundreds of them in there. I'm sure you're familiar with that during busy times when you have to get them into the system. So once I go ahead and export those, it's going to connect to the API of the accounting system. It's going to find the account that it needs to attach this new invoice to, and then it's going to go ahead and generate a new invoice for me. So let's take a look and see what that looks like on the other side. For this system, we are using QuickBooks Online. So we're going to come in here to our sales tab, and I'm going to see some invoices that have been pushed over in the past. If I want the details, I'm going to click through here. And as you can see on this invoice, all the reservations were pushed over. I'm going to see a reservation number. I'm going to see the billing dates, and I'm going to see the details of what was on that reservation. No keying in, no errors, mistyping some of these numbers, all automated, sent to the system. I can do my accounts receivable here. Anytime there's auditing from the government, I have everything in one spot, easy to show them all the transactions I had in the year they're looking at. So although it's not too exciting, it does save a boatload of time when you do automate a process like this. Yet another advantage of getting everything into that digital format, and an example of just passing it on down the line to the next step in the process.